Behold, the Great Lakes, home to tourism, trade, and the sea lamprey? There are native lampreys in the Great Lakes, but the sea lamprey is invasive, and it can cause major problems. That has a lot to do with their size. Sea lampreys are big compared to native species, up to 4 times bigger.
They have, I would call it a trifecta of perfect invasion capabilities.
That trifecta being unlimited food in the Great Lakes, unlimited spawning habitat, and no natural predators. And there's a reason these eel-like parasites are called vampire fish.
Fish often doesn't stand a chance. About 1 out of 7 fish that are attacked by a lamprey will survive the attack. The lamprey, that suction cup is strong. You have to almost break the seal to get it off. The fish doesn't have a finger to do that. Very rarely is a fish able to actually shake that lamprey loose once it's firmly attached. The 100 teeth that are in the mouth the lamprey uses to secure it to the side. A tongue that's as sharp as a file will flick out and drill through the scales and the skin of the fish. We'll spend the next year roaming the lake, feeding on fish like that, on the fish's blood and body fluids. Once it's done with a fish, it'll move on to another one. If a fish does happen to shake a lamprey off, it's often left with a wound that will become infected and ultimately would take the life of that fish.
They entered the Great Lakes through the Atlantic Ocean via man-made shipping canals in the 1830s. When the Welland Canal deepened in 1919, they gained access to all the Great Lakes, and they remain there to this day. But their numbers are falling.
Lamprey control works. We're very lucky we discovered techniques in the 1950s.
Mark says Canada and the U.S. have reduced the lamprey population by 95%. That's a good thing, because if they were left to multiply, they could cause significant damage to the region's $7 billion fishing industry.
It is a good news story. We have conquered this problem, but it's an ongoing control effort.